many like to hear a testimony right now? Tell them your testimony.
Praise God. Isn't that wonderful to live for God in this beautiful day? At least you don't have to fight for minus 20 Celsius with foot of snow. Now, I would like to tell you that you're looking at somebody that would be the last person to come to church. Let alone coming to church, I would not even cross in front of a church. I would change my way. I was born and raised in Istanbul, Turkey. I was a Muslim. And I was raised in a very traditional, very, not religious, but had beliefs in a family like that. And a friend of mine, God uses everybody in different ways. A friend of mine who is Turkish, living in Calgary, and Muslim, is not a believer, is not saved, invited me to church on a Sunday afternoon. He has met with few people in the church and said, "Come on over. It's nice over there. You know, it's funky." I'm like, "What? It's funky." You know, they dance, they sing, they jump, they roll, they run. I'm like, I don't have any business going to church like that, man. It's not. I'm a good Muslim. Don't even tempt me going to church. So he knows me very well, and he knows that if I promise something, it has to get done, and my word is my signature. So he said, "Well, I promise on behalf of you that you would be there." So I guess he didn't want to go alone. So he said, "Come with me. I promise those people that you will be there." And I'm like, "God, I can't break my word, although I haven't given that. But I don't want to go to church either." So I went to the church. I walked those doors, and I felt something I never felt in my life. And I was almost jumping up and down in my spirit that we believed one God. At that point, God was one. I was this big when I was taught that God is one. And Christianity was three gods. So I'm in a Christian church, equals three gods. And people were telling me that, no. We believe in one God. There is one God. His name is Jesus. And of course I couldn't get it at that time. And that was a key thing for me to dive into some research. And God bless those people's heart that they have witnessed me so much. I would come up with questions 2 in the morning and start going on the internet and try to find the answers. Because I never been educated properly on Christianity. So God has dealt with me for 2 months, 2.5 months. And in the meantime, I'm going to church, continuously getting fed, and God is working in my life. And one Sunday afternoon, I was sitting in Tim Hortons. It's like a Krispy Kreme. Everybody likes donuts, and especially Brother Young. So we were sitting in the Canadian version of Krispy Kreme is Tim Hortons. Yeah. So we were sitting there, and this elder lady who has been witnessing me and answering my questions was explaining the deity of Jesus Christ. And God never was born, never gave birth. That was what I was taught, and never came to this world. So I'm like, okay, are you telling me that Jesus Christ was God himself, robed in flesh, came among us and walked with us? And she didn't answer my question. She looked at my eyes, and in her eyes I could read this: yes, you got it. So I decided to get baptized on Easter Sunday. I went under that water with Christ, came out born again. All my sins were washed away, and have been living for God. Have been living for God, happier than ever ever. And I want to tell something to young people. I came from world. Those are in youth group. I'm trying to work with our youth group back home under Mark, with our leader. I want to tell you guys one thing. I came from world. World has nothing to offer you, but church has everything to offer you. And most important thing is your salvation. And in the world, you're not going to get it. But in church, this is the place. God bless you.